If you want to get ahead of 99% of people, you need to be willing to do the things that 99% of people are not willing to do. Because 99% of people aren't going to get up at 5 a.m. to go for a run and take a cold shower before they do an 8-hour work shift. 99% of people aren't willing to push to ultimate failure at the gym. They aren't willing to push out the last rep when they feel like collapsing on the ground. If you want to get ahead of 99% of people, you need to be willing to take the effort that they are not willing to. You need to be willing to bear the burden that most people cannot. And you need to take note of what outcomes you do and do not want, because there's no point in you putting all this effort in to run around aimlessly without a goal. If you have mindless action, it will lead nowhere because you don't know what you are trying to achieve. You don't know what you're trying to get ahead of people in. And this is the reason that most people fail. This is the reason. It's because they're mindlessly moving. They might be moving extremely strongly, but they're mindlessly doing it. They don't know what goal, what direction, what plan to have. You need to create a plan. First, create a plan. See where you want to be in 5 years. See where you want to be in a year. See where you want to be next month. And plan it out monthly, and then weekly, and then on a daily basis. Figure out what you can do today to achieve the goal you need to in a year. And use the negative emotions. Look at the things that you do not want to lose. Look at the things that you are afraid of losing, that you're afraid of becoming, and work harder because of them. Imagine not being able to provide for your family because you didn't make enough money. Imagine not being able to save your mother from being attacked because you weren't strong enough, just because you didn't lift hard enough in the gym, just because you didn't train hard enough when fighting. You might think that it doesn't matter, it's just one day of training, but it could lead over and over and over to eventually not being able to save her. If you think about it like this, if you have this like psychotic almost type of mindset, I guarantee you're going to do better than 99% of people who aren't thinking this way, who don't see themselves that way, who don't train until ultimate failure, because they are not afraid of failing. You need to be afraid to fail. Eliminate your distractions. 99% of people lose because they aren't willing to eliminate their distractions. They don't want it bad enough. They aren't willing to get rid of the harmful things that are taking them away from success. They're not willing to remove the bad habits because they don't care enough about the good ones. They don't care enough about the success to remove the things that are harming them. Do not be the same as them. And I know maybe that distraction is a person or it's a group of people, and I know it's hard to be alone. I know it's hard to go into this like monk mode where you're just sitting by yourself working without any distractions, without anyone else to talk to. It gets lonely. And if you want to be around successful, like-minded people, which will make you more successful than being alone, then I've left a link to my Discord community in the description. It's completely free. It has like-minded Christians in it who are all about business, making money, learning to better themselves, and all of these sorts of things. Anyways, if you want to achieve your goal, you need to plan out on a daily basis. Like I said, you might think that training one day isn't going to help you protect your mother, but if you train over and over and over on a daily basis, less than your full potential, less than you're able to, and then you do get in a fight and you haven't been training as hard as the other guy who wants it badder than you, you're going to lose. You're going to lose the fight. You're going to lose everything. They're going to take it away from you unless you work harder than them. It's not just about motivation, it's about being disciplined. Motivation will go away. You need to keep the discipline. Keep working no matter how hard it is. You need to outwork the 99% of people. That is the only way you will succeed. And when you plan out your goals on a daily basis, when you have this level of discipline that at 5 a.m. I'm going to get up, I'm going to work out, I'm going to take a cold shower, when you have this level of daily habit and that you know exactly what you're going to do, you're not wandering aimlessly, you will go, instead of like success, have you seen those, I don't know if you guys have seen those graphs, it's like success is like this, but your success will just be this way because you know every single thing you need to do. You know every single step in your goal. Success isn't going to be like random loops up and down for you, and you might not see the results right away. It might take a while before those results actually appear, but you will get results. It won't be success off and on, off and on, off and on of being able to complete whatever you're trying to do. You will be able to complete it because it's in your daily habit. It's in your mind every single day of what you have to do, how you're going to do it, and you need to have the strength to be able to. As always, stay alert and may God be with you. That's all for today.